Title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this one over the back line of the end zone where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
For a guy still in his second year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one.
13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because you call his stature, he won't just be single covered all day. He's going to hear multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 40-yard line.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. Everyone gets amped up as they go forward.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Croston-Barrett. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Open man, that's Felton. And he's out right at the 25. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory 4 week to go. And now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Washington.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just never cut back lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Daniels. Short throw. He's got Kraft. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
It's a gain of
his first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Commanders' first down.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. They juked him. And when he looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. So what did you see?
From a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off play action. Short. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
It's a gain of 9.
They got 29 yards at
the Lions. First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Gibbs is not going anywhere. For no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Touchdown reception. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive with 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down to the 19. And they're on look at Washington as they come onto the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception during the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
A quick throw, but incomplete. And this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of the field before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That was a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. They don't want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Short throw. He's got Kraft. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. That will bring up 2nd down.
Nice running throw there on first down. Located his tight end. Made a nice easy catch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 3. A run inside. Krosky Merritt. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's another Washington.
Yeah, once more, strong running. That's lucky to put him in tackle. Again, that's a little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A 6-yard pickup.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Daniels looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now falls incomplete.
Put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw is Daniels. Hard throw. Incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Daniels going to throw for it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 9 yards. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
At the 17-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Cut.
Now Daniels. Setting up the screen, Krosky Merritt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 13. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Daniels. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On 4th down, here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him now complete. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson. Only a yard on the completion in 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Tucker Kraft from 30 yards
Washington.
out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good. We're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. Not by a long stretch on the back line of the end zone, so it's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that. sure having the ability to run the football is such an
46-yard line.
advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They'll go down as a game of 6. And it'll be second down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. It keeps him out of the lane. Big plays on, make him make some noise in the open field.
Another nice play there. They've got it down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Over the middle, he's got to slow. Gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring him second down. Was that a design pass or what was that?
Built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting the receiver on the run.
Powers passed him at the 5. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
15 yards on the play. That's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is close. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
The kicker on
Absolutely
for the extra
excellent
point.
execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And this guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
It's a
From
gain
the
of
34
11.
now, here's 1st and
That's
10.
good for a Washington 1st down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Only able to gain a couple yards. And 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up
3rd and 5. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd
It's a
down
gain of
conversion.
14 yards. That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it.
gain
I
of
still get a
14.
kick out of watching quarterbacks and
Washington
receivers do
1st
the pass
down.
tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down 2nd and right of the yard.
brings up
We've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
That's taken by Golden. And it's going to be another first down. So again, with the Lions 26. You give him 12 yards on that one, it earns him a first set of down.
That's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Got it. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
8 yards on the pickup.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Krosky-Merritt. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Try and push his way in. The Lions quickly now are going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Touchdown. Jacory Krosky-Merritt from 3 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Dicker. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Dicker to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Short. Open man, that's too short. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10.
And now they can't spike it to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Short. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And we're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line.
Lions, first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Short. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. After going down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Commanders, 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation when they decide to take a shot.
That's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That's declared for tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry.
Commanders, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
57-yard
They're
attempt.
spotted at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lane. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
The coach is always hard on the quarterback, reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
We'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
That's the type that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced down field. We don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back. Maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air. And defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw. Daniels. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
He certainly got a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards to loss, second and 12. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutral.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Here we go on second and 12. There's that man again. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And third and 8 now. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Daniels from the gun on third down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Able to get this one across the rear. There's one down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here. And down he goes at the 49.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was their offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Operating from the gun. Short. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Gain of 10 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake. Short. Finds Gibbs on a check down. Short. They gain just a yard. And that's going to bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Looking to throw. Short. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
It's not critical about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to his stop. They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. On the right inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First down.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun. Short. This is caught by Williams. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 14.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything working pretty well for this offense. Getting chunks of yardage, getting first down, really making a push for the end zone. It looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get the point. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Daniels. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to be brought down short of first at about the 31-yard line.
It's
given a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. We kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Daniels looking to throw. Maybe he hits him in stride. And getting this just shy of midfield, will spot it at the 49. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive. And they're on to a fast start here. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. Over the middle, it's complete. You get the big lead defensively. And to get that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Intended for a tie.
We're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That is incomplete.
They're the point of the ball.
some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Daniels going to throw for it. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 minute's time. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Commanders' 26-yard line.
Short. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw. 45 yards. And the Lions are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down to there. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Good-looking return set up here.
Washington
And brings up field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Washington offense set to take over. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Physically going over for Blair on 2nd down.
As soon as he looked up, began his route. Someone on the defensive side looked good and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
It's a gain of 45 yards.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 45 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Daniels. Setting up the screen, Krosky Merritt. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
A gain of a
now
yard.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. Able to find his man, Kraft.
Daniels pass.
He's only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. At this point, down big, you have to imagine this defense is just going to sit back and blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for a Washington 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Merritt. It is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Down behind the line
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he's got it.
Daniels
Minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Johnson.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt with his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Commanders 21.
Good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. So here come the Lions now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep out of your thing, keep away. First downs. They can't touch the ball.
Second and
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Short. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Giving 3 on the screen. Couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Short. And he's taken down able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And they're going to put this game on the ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Gibbs straight ahead. And a nice spin into some open field. He's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 26. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
26-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And this time they were ready for him as they stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line
Travis
of
Jones makes a
no gain
tackle.
on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
That flag, that'll push them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Short. That is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Lions
touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Washington ready to try again on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way to point the guns out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored 2 points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
This 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Daniels. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Like to put my defensive cap on right now. I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the
47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And we'll get it down to the 47 here. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A 7-yard gain. And a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw again. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for ties.
To me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They'll look to throw again. Short throw. He's got Kraft. No whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That is into the hands of Preston Merritt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.